Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
I'm Corey Ballmeister.
And we got Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat.
And tech issues. He's been taking advantage of these today. We got a regular old tech wizard back here.
Yeah, he doesn't need any of your advice. He's got all.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't offering it.
Yeah.
I come here, I shuffle, I play against you. That's about it.
Rob works the magic box.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to tag at Star City Games in the chat so he can see your comments and pick out his favorites. Send them over to us. We are wrapping up our third day exploring Ikoria Standard here on Versus Live. Having a great time doing it.
I'm loving it.
And for Corey, he gets to play for some marbles because he actually won a match.
I know, hooray! I'm still putting that last match as an asterisk. I think we both screwed up enough where that's a gentleman's tie, but we'll give it to you this time.
Yeah, well, if that was a tie, then this match is for 2.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and
let's start with you.
I don't know if we saved the best for last because I really like the Demir Flash deck quite a bit.
Yeah,
but we definitely saved.
And I like the Jeskai. Like the decks are just getting refined.
Yeah,
these decks we're just having enough cards where we're able to play with them right away. We're trying to build shells while we just don't have enough of the pieces. But now these decks are just starting to look really good, and I have some high hopes for this one. I guess we can start with me. I'm playing a green-blue Simic ramp, but focusing on the mutate plan. Being able to go like Arboreal Grazer into Greathorn or Parcel Beast is insane for turn 2.
Yeah.
And we're trying to do that as well as still just have Growth Spiral, some Uro, Nissa, Hydroid Krasis, a bunch of lands, so still having the good parts of the green-blue decks that we've seen plenty. We still got a bunch of Aether Gusts in the board. I think this deck will be really good. Now, we threw in Shark Tornado as well. I don't know about that one. We only put 2 in because I don't think it's going to be great, but I do think it is just a very powerful card, so it could be.
I hope you hit it off of a Luna and then just have a handful of creatures.
Yeah,
just enchantment.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a very good point.
I do agree with you. I think the mutate mechanic fits actually best in this shell.
Yeah.
You have so many bodies already in the Simic deck that are great to mutate onto. Arboreal Grazer normally just sits there and does nothing. You have Nissa lands and Hydroid Krasis. So you could this deck plays early Hydroid Krasis really well.
Yeah.
That 2/2 Krasis on turn 3 or 4 is
we might even get a 1/1 Krasis.
Yeah, who cares? It's going to work really well in this deck. Yeah. I'm excited to see how it works.
Yep.
I am playing an even harder ramp deck, I would say.
Yep.
This is Golos Fires. I really want to take advantage of Migration Path. For people who've been playing for several years, Explosive Vegetation, big part of the ramp decks in its day in Standard. Circuitous Route has seen significant play alongside Gates. This card is better than those because when you draw it late, you get to cycle it. And an underrated aspect of that ability means that you're not priced into playing as many basics as you otherwise would be.
Because you just had to cast those, right?
Yeah, you just had to cast them, and you wanted to just in case, like you do Krasis, maybe you get a even bigger Krasis, something like that. But now you just cycle them more often. So I'm still only playing 7 basics with 3 Fable Passage and 4 of these. Because I don't think I'm playing more than 2 of these in a game.
That's fair. That's fair.
Ever. And
the first one's very important. The second one is good, and then the third one is
not very good. Sometimes isn't that good.
Yeah.
The third one is definitely not good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cycle them pretty aggressively, and see how that, and it works really well with Fires. Just get your land count up. But once you hit like 7 or 8, Fires just cast all your spells.
Yep.
You do have Krasis as a mana sink. You do have Kenrith, and you do have Golos.
Yep.
But those mana sinks are aided by our companion, Giganta the Wellspring. Says that we can't have any cards in our starting deck that have more than 1 mana symbol of the same mana cost. So you can't play things like Dream Trawler that have 2 blue in their casting cost, or Shatter the Sky with 2 white. But I've got Hydro Krasis, that's still fine. Blue and a green. Growth Spiral, that's still fine. So the main deck is built like that, but then you have Fae of Wishes, and you can get all these kooky multicolored cards in your sideboard. Your Time Wipes, your Tulsimirs, your Nicol Boluses.
I believe you even have an ultimatum, huh?
Yes, and I will be. I've replaced what you normally see is Casualties of War.
Yeah.
It costs 1 more, so maybe we'll get stuck on 6 and it'll be rough.
Yeah.
But this card, oh boy.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you go Fires into Explosive Vegetation on turn 3, you go up to 6 mana, and then on turn 7 you go Granted for Ultimatum. Good luck me winning.
It's a nice curve.
Ultimatum is just destroy 3 permanents, right?
No, it's destroy every non-land permanent you control. Your opponent, all your opponents, all of them.
All right.
Every opponent, all non-lands.
That's a good
gone.
commander card, huh?
Yeah. Nobody
I think
gets.
there's some situations where it would actually be scarier to just destroy 3 target permanents, you know?
Yeah, just hit triple stone rain or something.
Okay, well, I am pumped to play this deck, so let's get into it.
3 permanents was, I believe, the original Jund ultimatum, violent ultimatum.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to keep my Gigantha right over here.
All right, you get an extra card in hand.
Nah.
And then, like you said, any questions, make sure to tag Star City Games. We'll get them asked in between rounds. Do you got one while we're shuffling up here, Rob?
Yeah, Wondering Murloc wanted to know, after that last game, how do you feel about Yudaro as a control finisher? Do you feel like it has a place in the main decks of all the control decks that
I
are
would
playing red?
say a very too early no. I would say we're just a little bit too early to say no for sure, but I mean, I think in these aggressive matchups, which are going to be around a lot, Cat Oven stuff, I think what you need in that slot is Scorching Dragonfire or Bone Crusher Giant, and maybe a combination of both. But I really think Scorching Dragonfire is going to be an amazing card, and I just want to have 4 of that in my main deck. So maybe that eats that slot up. But
I'm also becoming skeptical of Yudaro in that role, which is where I'd initially envisioned it.
Yeah.
And that's mainly because I've been impressed by Shark Typhoon. And they do similar things.
Yep.
And I would just rather have more Shark Typhoons in my deck.
Me too. You said my magic word there. Sharknado. All right, so I am going to be going first.
This deck is a simple hand waiting to happen.
This hand is terribly unplayable. I'm going to have to mulligan this one.
What do you think about my 3 basic opening hands?
My hand was not great either. We had a lot of mutate and nothing to do, so we'll see. Maybe both of our decks are a big yikes, but
how many cheap creatures do you have?
Not many.
Yeah, maybe you need a mana creature in your deck instead of Growth Spiral.
That could be. Paradise Druid instead of Growth Spiral is just probably a lot better.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, I even have Paradise Druids.
They're in my first deck, I think.
They're in your first deck? Okay. Yep. When we draw a Growth Spiral, I'll replace it with Paradise Druid, but you're right. I think that should be done. Just for that extra case. And it's hexproof anyways, so all right. So we're going to get that ready. Sorry, y'all. We are trying new cards, so of course we want to try them in the correct way. And Growth Spiral is a great magic card, if not one of the best 2-drops. But
Mutate does incentivize you to just have cheap creatures in your deck.
Exactly.
Especially when you're playing the things like Migratory Greathorn and Parcel Beast that you want to be mutating early.
Yep,
exactly. The other mutate creatures that are costing 4, 5, 6 to mutate, sure, like you have your 3-drops or whatever. Yeah. You're going to mutate onto those. But when you have things like that, or as we saw earlier, Sea Dasher Octopus, that's why I put Terramander and the Dimir Flash deck to have more 1-drops.
Yep, I like it. Okay, so we're going to keep this. Now, what to bottom? I think we're safe just getting rid of a land here.
Well, when you Corey is fond of calling Arboreal Graves with a green mulligan.
Yeah.
You put on the bottom when you mulligan, and when you have 2 of them, you definitely want to put one on the bottom.
You definitely do, and we unfortunately do not have the green mulligan, so we'll go like this.
That's a good draw.
And I think we'll put this land on the bottom as well.
I will Temple of Mystery.
Okay.
And we don't need that, so let's bottom it.
Okay. All right, now we have the Growth Spiral that's going to be a permanent. Pass to you.
Why don't you switch those sleeves?
Yeah, probably should. It would actually probably be better as a Growth Spiral here, but whatever.
I guess we'll play Grazer, put in Temple.
Okay.
We need the other mana, so let's bottom that, and then play a Plains, just so we have white mana open on your turn for our many single white instants.
Makes sense, yeah. Okay, well, we drew something that is definitely decent. Let's get Parcel Beast mutated here. I want to go like this, and I'm just going to say go. I'm going to leave this 2/4 hexproof, add a mana, indestructible, permanent on the board. Might just be a little too dirtily against what you're doing, though.
Oh, I don't know about that, because I have Island Go.
All right, I'm going to activate. Yep. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield. Okay.
Otherwise, and regardless of whether it is, you have the option of putting it into your hand.
Okay, pretty fancy. All right, so then we're going to go to untap. We're going to sack this passage. I mean, that was a sweet ability already. It ramped us. You know? Not bad. Okay, whoops. Dropping cards. Okay, so we sack the passage on upkeep, then draw. Now we're just going to go Krasis for 4.
Yep.
Draw 2, gain 2.
You're at 22.
Your turn.
End step, Growth Spiral.
Okay.
Put in Castle Vantris.
Alrighty. Yes. All right, what you got? Are you missing red mana by any chance?
It's an awkward turn. I think what I want to do, though, is play Giganta.
Okay, that
Makes
seems like a good
lots
play.
of mana.
That does add a ton of mana.
Pass a turn.
And I don't have a lot of great ways to interact with it on game 1. We got some like Brazen Borrowers and stuff, but
Nice of Giganta to be a hybrid card, so I can cast it for green.
yeah. All right, well, our hand is quite awkward. I think we want to start with this. Activate. I'll put this into my hand. Do I have to reveal it?
No.
Okay. Okay, then we'll go with Nissa. It was a nice hit off our Parcel Beast. We're gonna untap. Yeah, we did play a land already. Just making sure that. Okay, so we'll put this up here, and then we'll go with a Grazer for a Breeding Pool, and then attack for 4.
I will go to 16.
All right, your turn. I have a feeling this is going to be a rough turn for me.
I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Oh,
for you.
really? Okay.
Can I do everything?
Uh-oh.
No. Can only do 2 things. Problem, this Nissa is what's rough for me.
Yeah, that was a nice hit off Parcel Beast. You know, I mean, that I did not have a Nissa. My play was just going to be Grazer land if I didn't hit anything effective, and Parcel Beast allowed me to not only ramp on turn 3 by putting a Fabled Passage in play, but also just found me Nissa. So far, I was thinking it was going to be very mopey at the start when I cast it, but it seemed pretty nice so far.
Yeah, it's definitely been good.
I'm at 22, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, wait, you have 10 mana so far, just in full rainbow form?
Yeah, but this mana can't be spent on generic.
Oh.
So you have to spend it for the colors.
Oh.
That's the awkward part of it.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that's a big difference.
Yes.
Still 5/5 as well, but...
think what I want to do is to Fairy
Okay.
plus.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't get to. Don't get to leave that untapped. Okay, no, we got to tap this for blue-white.
Okay.
For everything, but use the blue-white. So we have green, red, black floating.
Okay.
Play this and minus on something. I think it's just going to be best to hit the land.
Okay.
Cut off some mana. Okay, hitting a land is pretty good. Now I can make a land drop. And now I have green mana to use. I'm going to play a Migration Path.
Okay.
And let's find...
So now you still have black and
I have black,
red.
red, and pool. Yeah, I would love to have... If I'd had one more mana this turn, I could play a Fire Seer with a land drop, which would be really nice.
Yep.
But but I am going to just play a tapped Hallowed Fountain and then pass turn.
Okay.
So next turn should be good, but your turn here is probably going to be excellent. I know one of your... Do you have 4 cards in hand right now?
Yeah.
One's a forest?
One's a forest, yep. You're
going to have to send 2 creatures up the Teferi if you want to deal with it, but that's probably not a super big concern.
Start with 10, 11, 12 mana. We got a Krasis. It's how much do we want to do it for? So I want to be able to find Brazen Borrower. So I think I max out on this, and then I just Breeding Pool. Yep. So this is for 10, drawing 5 cards. I mean, I think I just need good cards right now. So
you made
10.
12 mana.
Yeah,
so it's 10-10, you draw 5?
10-10, draw 5, gain 5, go to 27.
Yep.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we're gonna untap Breeding Pool. And now where to send stuff. So I have 1 more mana with this if I wanted. Which is okay. Let's go with... I don't know if I just care about Teferi at all, to be honest.
Not be surprised if you don't.
I will just attack you with these.
I'll get my block in while I can, I guess. It prevents 3 damage either way. It's Krasis tramples. I'll go to 12.
So you go to 12.
Right. Did we hit the borrower?
We did hit the borrower.
That's probably game.
On an adventure, and then we're also going to use a green here for a Grazer Scry. Don't need another Nissa. God, I'm like Ross here. I got 3 Nissas. All right, and I'll ship to you. And now I'm thinking like you need to Fey Fires and cast whatever you granted for, so you're probably in trouble here.
Well, I do have a line, but it's not one I'm going to enjoy taking.
Okay.
I guess I'll plus this first.
Sure.
I'm going to bounce the 10-10 Krasis.
Yep.
And then play Gigantha.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
You're at 12, huh?
Yep. So I have a blocker here. You have 6. If you have... I guess another Nissa still kills me. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, let's see what we can do.
Do you just have a second Nissa?
No. I wouldn't do you like that. Okay, so let's start by mutating here. So that's an attacker.
Yeah, so now you're 1 short.
1 green floating, and then I guess we just have to settle with this other Nissa.
You literally said I don't need a 3rd Nissa last turn.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I was just making sure you're listening to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, animate, and then Nissa, animate again, and then I can attack with all this.
If you didn't hit the borrower, I was going to be able to Golos activate this turn.
It was the last card, too, which is nice. All right.
Though Golos activate wasn't going to be great still.
Yeah.
I get to cast... I was going to hit a land, a Fey,
yeah.
I can cast and bounce.
Yeah, it seemed like you had a turn where you were supposed to go just buck wild, and you just didn't. And
I needed 1 more setup turn because of the way my mana was.
Yeah. And I mean, but I also, if I didn't top deck that Nissa off the Parcel Beast, Parcel Beast gave me the ramp to be able to cast a Hydrate Krasis on turn 4 for 4, and then drew me into Nissa when I ran out of gas. So... It looked cool. Yeah, no. It also looked kind of mopey, though, so I'm wondering how great it was.
No, I mean, it drew you 3 extra cards and ramped you multiple times.
Yeah. I mean...
And it got put onto a Paradise Druid?
Yeah, if it was a Growth Spire, it would have been so much worse. So that was smart to replace him with that. But all right, so you got any questions there, Rob, while we shuffle up for our next game?
Yeah, I had a question. They were wondering if some of these ramp decks should be running some other ways to win the game, or if you think that Hydroid Krasis is just enough to get you over the finish line. So things like Finale of Devastation or End Race Forerunners.
Yeah, and I mean, there's considerations to that, but Krasis and Nissa are usually just enough. But there, I could see maybe 1 boar, 2 boars, but I mean, that's why I have Sharknado.
Yeah.
Think of how big that Sharknado would have been at some point.
Yeah.
And it would have got through Teferi. I could have just said go and cycle during your turn. That's kind of cute. All right. So you're going to go first?
I will indeed. And this hand seems fine.
Not mine. We got Sharknadoes and Krasis, that's not ideal. We're going to mulligan that one.
With the new Narset Planeswalker, do you feel like that can be a card in mid-range decks, or is it more of a hard control card?
I think it could be a mid-range deck. Like, I mean, if we had Mantis Rider, like, throw Mantis Rider next to Narset, that would be sweet. But I think it's going to be more controlled because I think it's going to fit very well into these the interstellar beacon decks. I think it's going to look really good in those.
Yeah, it's more that the control is where Jeskai is in this metagame.
Yeah.
Than Narset being better in control than mid-range decks.
Yeah, I mean, it could replace Sphinx of Foresight and Jeskai Fires. Seems kind of spicy. Go Fires into Narset on that turn. You have so many cards to discard most of the time, or just down tick, draw a card. The uptick isn't great in that deck.
Doesn't seem great in that deck. I think you want to play in a deck where the mana is relevant.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Because you also enjoy the life gain against aggressive decks.
But you know what? You know what is sick though? Narset. Oh my God, this is disgusting. Narset on 4, down tick, kill something. Turn 5, Narset, tick up, Dream Trawler.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's insane. I bet we just cut all the fancy cycling stuff from the deck and just have a Narset, Dream Trawler, Elspeth Conquers Death, Teferi, Narset kind of deck, and I bet it's going to be insane. 4 Scorching Dragonfires.
You probably still play like the Neutralize and the Cycle for 1, draw 4.
Oh, yeah.
Play the good cycling cards.
Yeah, but you'd also just maybe play like 1 Ultimatum for funsies.
Oh, yeah.
Jeskai has some high hopes for me, and that's just one of my favorite decks anyways, so... All right, we can keep this, but it's not amazing. Let's get rid of this card.
Castle Vantress.
Okay.
You're up.
Take 2, Grazer, Scry. Don't want another land. We'll put that to the bottom.
Okay. I will take 2 for Tumble Garden and Spiral.
Okay.
And take another 2, play Grazer, Temple Scry.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna bottom that.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. Didn't get our 3 drop, unfortunately. We just have this and pass.
So Scry.
Okay.
Let's bottom that. Play a Teferi and nothing I want to bounce. Let's just plus with the Razorback to block and pass.
All right.
So we're set up for Giganta next turn. Which could do some neat stuff. Is there some like weird 5-color card where I can just like tap out for a Fae and then cast it with Giganta?
I'm sure, but I can't think of one.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we want to do here? This isn't great.
Chat's telling me Niv Mizzet.
Oh, yeah, of course. How did I not know that?
We don't have a lot of cards to draw off of it.
Put Parcel Beast
mostly
here.
Simic and Jet and Azorius, but maybe you can twist the deck a little bit and be a Niv Mizzet Fires deck with Giganta.
Kind of sounds sweet. Pass to you. Just Parcel Beast
Maybe
on
that's the way we want to go.
Yeah, that sounds kind of nice.
That was certainly not a good draw. Okay, well, let's play Giganta.
Okay.
Still nothing I want to bounce, so plus the Fairy.
Okay.
And pass the... Well, maybe I just want to draw a card to draw a card.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, that's probably it. So before I play Giganta, in case I draw Fires or something. Jesus Christ. You're up.
Okay.
And I drew 2 Grazers.
All right, the Green Mulligan. All right, so we'll put this into play, Scry on the stack. Guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Parcel Beast on the Hexproof creature is great. Should have just had you play Growth Spiral.
Yeah.
Would have won both these games.
All right, so I got a Scry 1 coming. But yeah, I mean, this 5/5 is pretty obnoxious. We'll bottom... Well... Yeah, we'll bottom that land, untap. Or do we bottom that land? You know what? We're going to keep this land. And we're gonna Crisis for 5. I want it to be big enough to block here, so I'm going to 20. Right? Or have I taken any?
Oh, we're tapping that thing. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, you go to 20.
Okay, pass to you.
Wildly awkward. Maybe I should have a Golos in my sideboard to wish for. Plus the Teferi.
Okay.
Just a reminder, Ross, with Fae, you can't get creature cards.
Oh
yeah.
Forgot about that.
We're professionals, y'all.
Well, that makes my sideboard worse. It's only a couple of them.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. I have faith.
Yeah.
What you got?
Once again, can't do everything. So I think I'll just Fires and Fae.
Okay. Fires and Fae, you said it. Put that 1/4 right here.
Fires and Granted. And I'll just get Time Wipe, I guess.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
Okay. Time Wipe is quite strong. We got some interesting ones here, Ross. We got some interesting ones.
That's what they all say.
We're going to start with this. Scry. Bottom. All right. We're going to mutate Apex of Wishes here. Come on, Nissa. Am I right? I can mutate onto this and make it an 11/11 as well, but I kind of want to be able to kill Teferi as well
as deal damage to me.
As well as deal damage, because this can just kill Teferi now, and then I can send this at your face.
Yep.
Okay, so whenever it mutates, exile the top card of your library until you exile a non-land card. Pretty awkward with Crisis if it hits that.
Yep.
It's Blood Braid out, so this is Paradise Druid. Okay, so it's gonna be dying.
Sending
here.
the 6/6 at Teferi and the Crisis at me.
Yep.
So I'll go to a well, I'll block the Crisis, I guess, and only take 2 since my plan is to time up next turn.
Yep. So do these go to the graveyard?
Bottom, I think.
Bottom. Okay.
14.
I guess I could attack with this as well, but that doesn't do anything.
It
So
just gets blocked by 5/5.
Okay. Here you go.
I guess it's gonna die regardless.
Not as good as I thought that could have been, but the time wipe is a little unfortunate.
Okay. Well, let's time wipe. I guess I can attack for 5, but it won't do anything. Yeah. You'll just block.
Yep.
So time wipe bouncing the Gigantha.
Killing 6 permanents of mine. That's not great.
And I will recast this 5/5.
Okay.
I guess I should have made mana before I did this.
For why?
Then I have an extra blue and I can castle.
Can't be spent to pay generic. Okay.
Yeah, so I pay the 2 and the other blue. I use the blue from the floating from the Gigantha.
Also, just a reminder off of Luna, the cards stay exiled.
Oh.
What stays exiled?
The cards you exile with a Luna.
It's just exiled for good?
Yeah.
Okay. So the bottom card, I think, was this. This is just exiled.
Okay. 1 top, 1 bottom.
Okay.
Pass turn.
All right. Bad draw on our part. Well, no real play, but Crisis for 5.
brings you to 22.
22, and land tap, pass to you.
Cast Golos.
Yep.
Fortunately, this land enters... Oh, no, I can still activate the Golos, so that's pretty sweet. So let's, I guess, get... We have black here, we have red. I think we just want to get another blue land so we can activate Castle without the Gigantha.
Okay.
If we want to attack and block with it, or if it dies. Definitely want to get a Temple, but I want to not get more green mana since I don't need that. So let's get the Temple of Epiphany, I guess.
Okay.
If we can find it. I don't already have it in play. It's not in my hand. Where'd it go? That's it. There it is.
Okay.
And now we can just activate the Golos, see what we hit.
Yeah.
So
You have to tap this to do it, though, right?
yeah, that taps for, and then I need 2 lands on
Okay.
top of that. So,
And you can only play one of them because a fire is in play.
well, one spell, I can play a land.
Yeah. Of course.
But it's still, I'll play the best one of them.
You can't play land off Golos, but yeah, you can't play land off Golos. Cast them.
It says you may play them, not cast.
Oh, without paying their mana cost, though.
Yeah, but play means you can play lands off of it.
Okay, maybe I was wrong. I swear I never saw lands come into play off Golos.
No,
but...
it's play is the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Cool.
difference.
Gotcha.
So if I hit a blue land, I can activate Castle.
Sure.
Okay, well, there's our blue land, so we'll play that in shock.
You're at
And,
18? Or a
I'm
little
at
less?
14. Do I want to go to 12,
14,
actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to scry. I'm seeing a ton of cards.
Okay.
Do I? Like, what's the worst you can do to me? Play, like, 2 Nissas, and I can block one of the free 3s, and
Yeah.
I take 8. No, I still think I'm ahead. I'm just not going to shock. Keep me
Okay.
at 14. Cast the Migration Path.
Okay.
Get 2 lands, and then you can go.
All right.
I don't know if it matters which lands I get. I'll get those 2.
All right. I will Parcel Beast. So I want to put
Oh, yeah, you can just mutate giant
Yeah.
things onto that. That's how I die.
attack you for 7.
I will go to 7.
All right. And then I'll play a Parcel Beast and land. Here you go. We're just all in on this crisis. All in. Yeah, there's a lot of haste that comes out of this version with Mutate. Mutate is just another kind of Nissa keyword, you know?
Yep. So now let's granted Farunas ultimatum and destroy all of your things.
Okay, that seems pretty good.
Well, maybe you have a 2/4. I don't want you drawing extra cards. Yeah, let's just kill your stuff.
Okay.
So that's my 2 spells for the turn.
Yep.
I don't want to get attacked by a Nissa, so I'll just get in for 5.
Okay, down to 17.
Pass the turn.
It's probably a pretty good draw.
Another crisis.
Yep, crisis for 8.
You go to 21.
Draw 4. And pass to you.
Oh, sorry, I meant to scry 2 on Inset.
Oh, sure.
That's much better. And then I can scry 2 on upkeep as well.
Yep.
Have plenty of mana. I don't know. I'll tap like that.
Okay. Hey, you need an answer too. I mean, you have phase here. You can just throw in front, so you're not dead on board.
I'm at 7,
7, right?
7. Yeah,
Yep.
missed that. So 7 to 21 now.
Yep.
So scry 2.
Yep.
2 more lands to go to the bottom.
Okay. Draw.
And a 5th land gets drawn.
All right. The dream.
So we'll play that.
Okay.
And then I'll play a Grazer and a Fey.
Okay.
So I can block, bring this back still and not die. I'll be at 2.
Okay.
Or I can double block. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Let's get a mutate creature. That would be nice. Not that.
Yeah, a Luna will kill me exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe this play wasn't great because you've seen a bunch of cards.
I'll attack.
I will. You can also Brazen Borrower.
Yep.
You piece of crap.
Sure can.
Why do you have to rip the 3rd crisis?
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Just like 1 turn for me to like pull ahead a little bit.
Yep. All right, what you got?
You're acting like you have Brazen Borrower.
What?
Borrower would be pretty bad for me regardless. You just like bounce the Golos, and then I have to use a spell getting that. And I'll do it like this. I'll let him die.
Okay, take one.
Yeah, I'm at 6.
6, second main. Nissa.
Yep.
Untap this. Reading pool and yeah, whatever. We'll cast Grazer. Go.
Give me at 6.
Yep. Doing some scrying.
Yep, let's scry on the upkeep.
Scry me a river, yep.
Land Fires can go to the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of dead draws in that sense where you really do need specific cards once it gets late game.
Scry.
Okay.
Card off. Card off. That's what you're telling me. I'm at 6 right now. So, do I activate Golos? Do I scry to the bottom and activate Golos? Or do I just play these two and block again for a turn? If you have Brazen Borrower, I can still live.
Running out of time,
Yeah.
Ross.
Play this, play this.
Okay.
You're up.
And you kept on top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just barely hanging on.
I'll attack.
I'll double block.
Okay. You go to 5.
Yep.
I have a land, and we'll make this a 3/3 and pass to you.
Black, red, blue, white, green, and 2 others.
Okay.
And that
Activating
still
Golos.
leaves enough mana to scry on your end step. I might as well activate Golos so I can get a land drop, and you
Okay.
might find something that lets me keep the card in my hand. So let's activate.
Okay.
Okay, we didn't find anything, but we have a land to play.
Okay.
And then I will granted.
What do you got?
I have a Nicol Bolas the Dragon God,
Okay.
which kills the Hydroid Krasis.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're not dead to the lands yet.
Yeah, and that's 5. You can
Yeah.
only get through 3. Pass the turn.
All right, you've been just on the edge here.
If you want to throw away 2 lands,
Parcel Beast. Animate. Exacxes. Mutate gets there.
oh my god.
Oh, thank God. The streak of not having the marbles has ended. Oh, was he mean to you over there? I know he was over there for far too long. Don't worry. I'll never let you go again.
I was finally finding a Krasis of my own.
Oh, yes.
I was going to cast it for 10. God,
Woo! All right. Well, these mutate cards looked insane.
I never found a Kenrith.
We never got to play the Great Horn, but the Great Horn on turn 2, Great Horn or Parcel Beast on turn 2 was just always going to be broken. We didn't get to do it ever. We didn't get the Grazer into it yet, but I mean, we still just had the Simic ramp draws and stuff, and this show looks like it has extreme potential. It needs to be fine-tuned though, like get Shark Tornadoes out of there probably, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I hit a lot of air at the end of that game, but like a Kenrith or a Krasis both would have been absurd.
Oh yeah, you had opportunities to put me into the abyss. And honestly, when what you were talking about is scaling back and stuff, we're gonna be scaling back with this deck and adding interaction like Gust, because you played like something like this, and I'm like, wow, if I have a Gust, you're dead. Yeah. The game's over. But we just didn't. Brazen Bar and Gust, I think having like 5 total of those in the main deck to be able to do something, and then just these good mutate creatures. I mean, Apex, I probably didn't have to play that aggressively, but if I were to hit Nissa there, you were dead.
Honestly, I think I want to try this deck with somehow working in Niv Mizzet.
Yeah,
maybe there's a different way of building it. Because Fires ended up getting awkward. Like I had all this mana that I wanted to use, and I wanted to like play other spells just to like stall you a little bit.
Yeah.
And Fires got awkward.
It was awkward, and it was also game changing when you ultimatum me. Like you were just straight dead if you didn't do that. So,
but if you play, what if you played Dryad of the Elysian Grove?
Yeah.
And you still played Fae of Wishes, so you can like Fae for all this ridiculous stuff, and you have all this mana to cast it, but you just play like Hydra Krasis, Nissa. You play Niv Mizzet and Golos. You just cut Fires.
Yeah.
And
see, I like the Fires aspect, but what I want to see from your board is just like all the ultimatums. Just play which ones are good at certain times, I mean, I'm serious, like.
Oh yeah, I certainly built the sideboard rather poorly because there's 2 creatures in it.
Hey, it's tough.
I just can't find.
Yeah, we didn't even make it to sideboarding here.
That card. I don't know. They just get anything they want ever.
Yeah.
All the time.
Hey, we had we made some mistakes on this, but there's a lot of new cards, and these interactions are not easy. So when we're getting ready and you're getting ready at home to play with these cards, make sure you know how they work, because every day we're figuring out exactly on the pre-shows, how does this card work? We have to ask friends, I mean, it's not easy. But we are approaching time here, so you got any questions for us, Rob? We'll take as many as you got.
I've got one. Okay. People are wondering when you're going to play Pioneer in some of the older formats.
Pioneer, Ross, you want to tell them?
We are going to be getting into Pioneer next week.
Yes, next week. We're unsure if we want to do Tuesday or Thursday. We're going to mull it over, but it'll be next week. We're bringing a new format, probably another standard alongside that, but we're not 100% sure. But
I got a little bit of few more standard ideas too. So let's do one standard, one Pioneer would be my idea.
Agreed, because modern and stuff isn't going to change that much. You know, I mean, historic actually seems kind of sweet to play because that will get a big shakeup. But right now, we really want to focus on the formats that people are really loving and really playing a lot of. And that's standard, that's Pioneer, that's modern. So
so you'll get at least one Pioneer day next week.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, if we end up doing it on Tuesday and we get a really good response, we'll probably do it again on Thursday.
Exactly. So if you love Pioneer, come watch on Tuesday. The more you watch and the more you like, the more we are incentivized and want to keep that kind of show going. And I think my one idea, I really want to try an Abzan deck and Pioneer with like Satyr Wayfinder, the Abzan Ultimatum, maybe some Siege Rhinos to bring back. I'm going to try that. I don't know if it's good, but that's the only idea that is like, I must try for Pioneer. So
all my stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Zero spells in the deck, all permanents.
Oh, yeah. You ever brought back Rhinos and Planeswalkers with an ultimatum? Me neither, but I want to. All right. Well, let's get to the point where we're going to thank some subs here from Rob.
All right, we got 4 subs. Gizmo Freak, GP Lanowar, Gunsar, and Mefix5. So thank you to all of our subs.
Thank you so much to those 4 subs. We really appreciate all the support we get from you. And we also really appreciate all the lumbar support we get from our other sponsor, Carnox Chairs. If you want to get a Carnox chair, go over to carnox.com/SCG. You can get yourself 10% off one of these chairs. I think they just ship it to you. Maybe during this time, I better not speak for their shipping policy, but head on over to Carnox if you want to learn more about that. And if you want to be comfy while you're in your chairs, like us, head over to coalesceapparel.shop. You can use promo code SCG, get yourself 10% off any of these fancy 100% cotton warm shirts. And then also, if you want to protect your cards, just like you protect your upper torso with Coalesce shirts, head over to ultimateguard.com, pick up some katana sleeves, shuffle up your deck, beat your cousins, beat your little brother, whoever's playing Magic with you in the home. Make sure you teach them a lesson in the game of Magic the Gathering, but make sure you protect.
Mercy.
No mercy.
Cobra Kai never dies.
Yeah. If they miss a trigger, no takesies backsies. I don't care how young they are. Treat them right, but also treat them right where you protect their fancy cards with katana sleeves. All right, that is going to be it for us. That's going to be it for the week. I won a Ikoria show, so we're on the board. Now you're in trouble, man. Now you're in trouble.
All 3 matches went to 3 games. They're all tight.
Yeah. They were good.
You squeaked one out.
Yep, we squeaked one out. So we're going to be back here Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, more than likely bringing you Pioneer with Ikoria, but we will debate it over the weekend, but we will for sure be here at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll see you there for Corey, what's your name again? Corey, Ross, and Rob. We will see you next week.